Am I the a-hole for blowing up at my husband after being late for son's camp? I, 34F, have been married to my husband, 37M, for 8 years and have 3 children, 6, 4, and 1. I had a cousin's baby shower on the same weekend my son was going to an overnight camp. I knew it would be hard on my husband to get him to the camp with the 3 children, so I arranged childcare for the youngest. I also got everything packed and put out for him for the camp. I left at 10 a.m. and the kids had ball hockey at 11:30 to 12:30 and then had to be at the camp for 6:30. The rest of the day he had nothing else to do. I asked him to give the kids a bath after ball hockey because they got muddy. At 3:30 I left the baby shower and let him know I would be back at 5:20 and to meet my parents at that time, closer to the camp location. At 5:15 I texted him and he said the kids were still getting dressed, so I instead had to get my mom to drive me back to the house. At this point, it's already after 5:30 and the kids are just getting outside with soaking wet hair. He said he put the kids in the bath a long time ago but couldn't get them out. I exploded on him because how could he not get them out as the parent? On the way there, already late, I ask where his scout necker is, which was a requirement for identification. And he says he forgot it even though I set it out with all the stuff he was supposed to wear. He says he didn't know he wore one even though he takes him to scouts every week. Then we got there and he also forgot to bring my son's jacket or even a sweater. We are in Ontario and it's still cold here. I was so upset I didn't talk to him the whole way home. He says I'm an a-hole for exploding on him and ruining our night. He says he does way more than most fathers. I am just sick and tired of having to manage everything, planning and packing every single thing, and he is still late and things get forgotten. I asked what he did all day and he said he cleaned and tried to install a light in my son's room, but the light is sitting in the exact same spot as when I left and the house was a total mess when I got home. So I'm not sure what he did that whole time. I'm just tired of everything falling on me and still things like this happening. He keeps saying I overreacted and that things happen, but it's always me who has to fix it when they do. I feel like I can't trust him with basic responsibilities. I'm constantly exhausted. I just wanted one day without stress, and instead, I came home to chaos again. So am I the a-hole for blowing up at my husband?
Here are the top comments.
Not the a-hole. He does more than most fathers. That alone makes my blood boil. Not only you have to leave everything ready and tell him what to do, he still managed to screw up. I would understand if it was the first time or something, but after 8 years, common.
Not the a-hole, but sister, you really need to stop enabling this. Has he ever parented the children by himself for an entire day? If not, he absolutely needs to do that. I do more than most fathers is a pathetic indictment on men, and not justification for not even being able to do the bare minimum here.